The Legend of Mulan. Once upon a time, in ancient China, there lived a young woman named Mulan. Mulan's family lived in a small village in the northern regions of the country. Her family consisted of her father, Hua Hu, an elderly and honorable man who had served in the army during his youth, her mother, and her younger sister. As tensions rose between neighboring kingdoms, the emperor decreed that one man from each family must join the army to defend the country against invaders. Mulan's father, Hua Hu, was called upon to serve once again, despite his age and frailty. Seeing the toll it would take on her father, Mulan made a courageous decision. Mulan resolved to disguise herself as a man and take her father's place in the army. She knew that if her true identity were discovered, it would mean certain death. But her love for her family and her sense of duty to her country compelled her to act. Dressing in her father's armor and cutting her hair short, Mulan presented herself to the recruiting officer as Ping, a young man ready to serve in the army. Despite initial doubts about her physical abilities, Mulan's determination and quick learning soon earned her the respect of her fellow soldiers. Under the strict training regimen of the army, Mulan worked tirelessly to hone her skills in combat, horseback riding, and military strategy. Despite the hardships and challenges she faced, Mulan persevered, driven by her desire to protect her family and serve her country. As Mulan's unit marched to the front lines, they faced numerous battles and skirmishes against the invading forces. Mulan distinguished herself in combat, displaying bravery, cunning, and leadership beyond her years. Her fellow soldiers marveled at her skills and courage, unaware of her true identity. Throughout her time in the army, Mulan faced both physical and emotional trials. She grappled with the constant fear of discovery and the weight of her deception, but she remained steadfast in her resolve to fulfill her duty. After years of service and countless battles, Mulan's unit received orders to confront the enemy in a decisive battle. As they prepared for the confrontation, Mulan's true identity was accidentally revealed when she sustained a wound in battle. Her fellow soldiers were shocked to discover that their brave comrade was, in fact, a woman. Initially, there was uncertainty and concern about what would become of Mulan, but her actions and sacrifices spoke volumes. Despite the revelation of her true identity, Mulan's deeds and loyalty to her country earned her the respect and admiration of her fellow soldiers, as well as the commanders. Instead of facing punishment or scorn, Mulan was hailed as a hero. The emperor himself recognized Mulan's extraordinary courage and selflessness. In a grand ceremony, Mulan was honored for her bravery. Mulan's story became a legendary tale of courage, sacrifice, and devotion to duty. Her name echoed through the ages as a symbol of strength and resilience, inspiring generations to come. Though her time in the army had come to an end, Mulan's journey was far from over. She returned to her village, where she was welcomed as a heroine. With her family by her side, Mulan continued to live a life of honor and integrity, forever remembered as the warrior who had fought for her family, her country, and her own sense of justice.